Hey y'all, Jen here from Finder.com, and today I'm going to go over how you can earn yourself an 800 credit score. Before you can build an 800 credit score, we need to quickly go over what goes into your credit score. The three major credit bureaus, Experian, TransUnion, and Equifax, all tend to look at three major factors. First up, your payment history. No surprises here, missing payments on your past and current credit accounts will hurt your credit score over time. In fact, even paying late is going to significantly drop your score. Your payment history makes up roughly a third of your score. Next up, it's your credit utilization ratio. Put simply, this ratio represents the percentage of credit you're using versus the amount of total credit you possess. The sweet spot for maintaining a good credit score is using 30% of your credit or less. So if you have a total of $1,000 available on your card and you're spending and paying off $300 or less per month, that is ideally the sweet spot. This helps show providers you're using your credit in a healthy fashion. Okay, next up we have the age of your credit. The longer you have a credit account open under your name, the better it looks to credit bureaus. And finally, there are some odds and ends. Things like bankruptcy, accounts and collections, and too many credit inquiries can all negatively impact your score. So if your credit score has taken a hit for any of the above reasons, here's how to start clawing your way back to the top. First up, order a copy of your credit report. This is 100% free and can give you an idea of where you're at. More importantly, you can check for any errors and call about getting them fixed. Next up, pay off your old debts. This includes items and collections if possible. These debts will hang over your head and affect your credit score for as long as they're around. So if you're looking to reach that 800 credit score milestone, you're going to want to get these out of the way first and foremost. Next up, create a budget. Yeah, it's a bit of work, but knowing how much you're earning and how much you need to spend on necessities each month goes a long way to making sure you can pay your bills and avoid overspending. Next, pay your bills on time. This one's important. You don't want to miss a payment at all, anytime ever. The best way to do this is to set your credit card account to auto pay. This way, there's no forgetting when it comes to paying your bill. And there's a step 2 to this. Use your card frequently. The more you use your credit card and pay it off properly, the more you'll work toward building your credit. Next, keep your balance low. Remember, you want to be using 30% of your available credit or less. It's okay to occasionally go over that percentage, but carrying more than that ratio over a few months is going to hurt your score. Pay your statement balance in full each month. Growing interest is a big contributing factor to cardholders being unable to make their payments. If you want my personal favorite credit card hack, it's to set your auto pay to pay that month's statement balance in full each month. For a majority of credit cards, this ensures that you'll never need to worry about that interest accruing on your purchases. You'll also want to keep your old card accounts open. Even if you don't use them anymore, old cards contribute to your credit history as well as your total available credit. Canceling one can shorten your credit history and reduce your total available credit. Both bad things for your credit score. And finally, diversify your loans. Credit cards aren't the only thing that impact your score. Other kinds of loans, such as mortgages, student loans, or personal loans, all contribute as well and can help diversify your credit. Getting an 800 credit score is tough. That's because the better your credit score, the less room you have to improve. Generally speaking, getting an 800 requires strong credit habits and time, lots of time. You won't be earning an 800 score overnight. In fact, it will likely take many years of great credit practices before you finally hit that magic number. But keep in mind that once your credit score is at around 750 or 760, you're pretty much going to enjoy all the benefits possible of a high credit score. Pushing to 800 won't do much more for you, though it's certainly a nice thing to lord over your friends. The best cards for building credit are essentially the ones you're going to use regularly and responsibly, have the fewest fees, and that best serve what you're looking for out of a credit card. For example, if you already have good credit, a rewards or travel card such as the Chase Freedom Flex or Discover It Miles travel card are perfectly acceptable cards for building credit. If you're working with less than great credit, however, you'll want to prioritize the cards with few fees and forgiving terms. If your credit score is especially low, it could be time to start looking at secured cards. These cards work similarly to a standard credit card with a major exception. You'll need to put down a security deposit to open the account. This security deposit works as your credit line, and it's what allows providers to offer secured cards to those with poor credit. If your account goes belly up, your security deposit is the collateral. Secured cards tend to lack the features you'd find on standard credit cards, but you can otherwise use them in much the same way in order to build your credit. You can find even more tips for reaching the almighty 800 credit score by checking out our guide linked in the description box below. And if you liked this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and hit that bell so you'll be the first to know when new Finder videos drop.